This is another fantastic flying little micro warbird. I love these little 500 millimeter wingspan brushless warbirds. I hope they came out with a lot more of them. My setup on this is golden, so I wanted to go over my setup. For anyone who's interested in it, you will definitely have a good starting point with this setup. The setup works for me on 2S and 3S power. You don't have to change anything, right? And I'll have links to the 2S and the 3S batteries. On 2S, it has really good power. On 3S, it has unlimited vertical. It is an absolute cloud buster. That's the way I fly it on 3S. Nose ballast weight. 5 grams of nose ballast weight when I'm using the stock 2S LiPo. And that keeps it nice and balanced. And 2.5 grams of nose ballast weight when I am using the 3S LiPo, because of course it's heavier than the 2S LiPo. So my nose ballast weight is cut in half. The protocol for this is V761 and sub-protocol 4-channel. So if you're like me and you have a multi-protocol transmitter that supports the V761 protocol, you'll be able to bind up to this plane. And Volantex has kept this protocol around for a very long time. And I'm really thankful that they've done that, because I'm able to bind up to all of these Volantex and also the Eachine branded planes using the V761 4-channel protocol. I don't know how many planes I've had that use this protocol, but I love the fact that they're not playing this musical chairs with protocols every time they come out with a new plane like so many of the manufacturers do. So I like supporting Volantex with the planes that they come out with. All right, so see the playlist for the details and tips, and all the videos that I have available for this warbird will be in the playlist. Okay, there will be a pinned comment below this video that will have links to everything, including the playlist and batteries, the plane itself, etc. So look for that in the pinned comment. My control linkage setup. Okay, so the aileron control horns, I have the linkage in the center hole. It is a 3-hole control horn. The aileron servo arms is in the outermost hole. It is a single hole, so you really don't have an option there. Elevator control horn is center hole, 3-hole control horn. The elevator servo arm is the outermost hole, and there's a 2-hole servo arm. Rudder control horn is the center hole, 3-hole control horn, and rudder servo arm is outermost hole, 2-hole servo arm. So also make sure that when you're setting this up, that you use your sub trim, and also sometimes I have to reposition one of the servo arms to get them as centered as you can. All right, that's really going to help the way the plane handles and how tight and symmetrical the rolls are if you get those servos centered up. Okay. My radio setup, the deflection is measured opposite the control horns, and the deflection is measured in the least restrictive gyro mode. And this one has manual mode, so that is your least restrictive, right? That's what I measured it in. So I have 100% dual rates on all the control surfaces, aileron, elevator, and rudder. My expo on the aileron is 50%. My expo on the elevator is 50%, and the rudder is 10%. And my deflection on the aileron up and down is 7 millimeters. On the elevator, it is 6 millimeters up and down, and on the rudder, it is 7 millimeters left and right. It doesn't sound like much, but and this setup works great for 2S and 3S, but it's moving through the air fast enough that you have a lot of control authority with this amount of deflection. All right, CG location was not specified. My CG location is 4 millimeters forward of the wing spar with a neutral balance, and that required using 5 grams of nose ballast weight for the stock 2S LiPo as it was previously listed, or 2.5 grams with the 3S LiPo. My launch throttle for this plane is 100% on 2S, moderate chuck with a slightly upward angle. It takes right off without losing any altitude. You only need 60% on 3S. All right, and that is plenty of throttle with the same moderate chuck, slightly upward angle on 3S. All right. All right, so as I stated before, the links to the Spitfire, the Corsair, and the P-51 will be in the pinned comment below the video. Links to the playlist for the Spitfire, the Corsair, and the P-51 will be in the pinned comment below the video. And links to the 2S and the 3S LiPos will be in the pinned comment below the video. So look for all that information in that pinned comment below the video. There will also be a link to a downloadable PDF of this setup in the pinned comment and in the show notes. So look for that. You can download it and keep it for your reference. Makes it a little bit easier later on when you want to refer back to it. All right, that's a wrap on this episode. Stay tuned, and I'll see you next time in the Tinkerz Lab.